Hi there guys, this is Dr. Joan with Becoming Canada. I am excited to be with you today. It is day 7 of our 40-day relationship building challenge. Now today I am coming to talk to you about belief and hope. Now I'm going to get a little bit more into that, but first I want to ask you a question. Do you believe we're all cups? Yeah, that we are containers, that things are poured into, and that basically what's poured into us is what we pour out to others. Does that make sense to you? So I'm going to ground today's conversation on some words of wisdom that come from 1 Corinthians 13 verse 7. It says this: love bears all things, regardless of what comes. It believes all things, looking for the best in each other. It hopes all things, remaining steadfast or loyal during difficult times, and it endures all things without weakening, right? Love believes, love hopes. But if what has been poured into our cup is disbelief, and what has been poured into our cup is hopelessness, that is precisely what we pour out to others. So I want to teach you a quick tip on how to actually adjust this. Besides forgiveness, because forgiveness is the foundation of all things, right? We know Christ died on the cross, and as he died on the cross, unity or reconciliation with God became a possibility. But what I want to also say to you is, every single one of us is in our healthiest place when we are free of unforgiveness. But freedom from unforgiveness is kind of like a foundation. There's more to do. Now you have to step up. Now you actually have to learn how to love. And love requires belief. It requires hope. That means belief in ourselves. That means hope for others, right? And the way that we actually are able to do this particular thing is to connect with ourselves. So, have you ever looked in a mirror? When you do look in the mirror, what comes to mind? Are you afraid to look in the mirror? Or can you look in the mirror? And when you look, do you smile? Are you able to look at yourself in the mirror and truly smile at the person that you see? Are you able to look in the mirror and say, I love you? I completely love you. I love your smile. I love everything about you. I love your spirit. It's not about the exterior. It's about the interior. Are you able to do that? Because if you are not able to do that, guess what? Your cup is empty. And so there is nothing you can pass on to others. But if you are able to look at yourself, connect deeply with yourself, then guess what? You're then able to connect with the Holy Spirit. Without a connection to self, we can't connect to anybody else. But when we're connected to self, we are able to connect with the Holy Spirit. When we connect with the Holy Spirit, our eyes, our spiritual eyes open, and that is when we begin to see ourselves. It's when we begin to see other people. It's when we begin to see God, right? It's when we begin to see spirit, and spiritual things are amazing things. Now, when we connect to Spirit, Holy Spirit, then it's like there is something that goes above us. There's a power, a love, a clarity of mind that comes that is not our source, but the source, which is the great creator. And when that source comes, there's this beautiful thing that happens. You love. You love the creator. You love you. And now, having the beautiful example of how to love you, you can return the love to all others. This is how we believe. We connect with ourselves. We connect with God. And then we have belief for all others that they can love, that they can connect to. We hope. We have hope for people as well as ourselves. But until we can look at ourselves and say, I love you, from that true spiritual place, then we will not be able to say, I love you to God from that true spiritual place. And beyond that, we will not be able to say, I love you to all others. We will not be able to believe. We will not be able to hope. So, your task for today is to look at yourself in the mirror and then figure out what kind of positive or negative things come. And then reflect on how that same positive or negative image influences your ability to believe in the potential of others and hope for what's to come. Have a great day, guys.